there. Hi. My name is Dr. Periwinkle. Okay, now before we go any further, is it okay if I just check your name and your date of birth against my chart here, just to check that I've got the right patient? Okay, say your first name and last name, please. Yep, and your date of birth. Perfect. So you've been staying in the ward for just a couple of days now, is that correct? You came in on Tuesday night? Good, I hope that all the staff have been treating you well. Fantastic. So just by looking at my chart here, I can see that you have scored highly on just some of the risk factors that can be associated with cardiovascular disease. Now don't worry, it's nothing to raise concern at the moment. These risk factors can mean any number of things, and it isn't automatically going to lead to cardiovascular disease. However, just as a precaution, we'd like to run a few detailed tests. So what I'm going to do is listen to your heart, if that's okay with you. I'm going to be listening for quite some time. We'll take breaks, but overall for the next 30 to 40 minutes, I will primarily be listening into your heart as well as your pulse, and just checking that everything sounds normal and healthy, as well as regular, okay? Like I said, don't worry, this is just a precaution, and these risk factors, some of them are lifestyle factors, so you can remove the risk by altering your lifestyle. So for example, it could mean quit smoking or take up some more cardiovascular activities such as running, swimming's a good one, cycling, things like that, okay? Good, okay, so just pop the chart down and we'll begin if I just have a quick listen to the pulse in your wrist as well as the pulse in your neck. Okay, so which arm would you like me to do? This one? Okay, perfect. Do you just want to roll your sleeve up? Yeah, that's great. I know it's chilly outside. Okay, this won't take too long. Okay, so I'm just going to... Yeah, I've got it. That's actually quite a strong beat. Okay, that's good. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to find the pulse in the wrist. It can be a bit weak in some people. Usually the one in the neck is stronger, but yours was very strong. But we'll just have a listen to the other one as well. Just to kind of check that everything is functioning just right. And if your pulse in your wrist is strong, that's a pretty good indication that the pulse in your neck will be strong and that your actual heartbeat that I can hear through the stethoscope, that's probably going to be strong as well. Yeah, so this is really just to be on the safe side, really. I don't want you to worry about anything. Okay, I'll come around this side then. You could kind of tilt got it. Got it. Okay, I'll just do a little count for maybe a minute, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, Okay, good, good. Some kind of a slow heartbeat, which isn't necessarily bad. It probably just means that you're feeling quite calm and relaxed, a bit sleepy. Okay, don't worry, right? So if I just, this is a stethoscope, okay? So this piece, I'll be placing it on your chest. So I would ask you just to unbutton your shirt. Yep, and these bits are gonna go in my ears, and we'll just listen maybe 5 or 6 times. We'll take breaks, okay? I can tell that you are a bit sleepy, so don't worry if you fall asleep. What I'm gonna do is carry out my tests. It's okay if you're awake, it's okay if you're asleep, and in between each bit I'm gonna write down my notes to check that we're getting consistent results. So it's not, for example, it could be very slow and then in a minute it could be a bit faster. So we just want to check that the results are consistent. So that's why I'm going to do it 5 or 6 times. So I'll be writing down the numbers. And when I finished, I'll just go. Okay, I won't wake you, won't disturb you. So you're free to just fall asleep, and I will try to disturb you as little as possible. Okay? Great. Alright. So this is not too cold, so don't worry, okay? Perfect. Alright, I'm just gonna move your shirt out the way. Lovely. Good. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. If you want to close your eyes, don't worry at all. No, I don't mind. Okay. Got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, just write that down. I don't have a notebook. I will have to write it on my hand. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so I can tell that you're still awake at the moment. Are you feeling okay? Feeling relaxed? You're not anxious about anything or worried? Good. Okay. Okay, so we'll just give it a second and then we'll carry on. Great. Yeah, by all means take a sip of water if you're feeling thirsty. You comfortable? Yeah, how are you finding the hospital food? It's not too bad, is it? It comes straight from the cafeteria, so the food that is given to our patients is the same food that the staff eat on our lunch breaks. We've got pretty good chefs in our cafeteria, so we're a bit different to other hospitals in that it's all cooked fresh on site. We don't have any of it delivered in or anything like that. No offense to hospitals that do that, we just really like to take care of our patients. Yeah, because the food, if you're unhappy with the food, then overall you're going to be unhappy with your stay and you're just going to want to get out sooner. Whereas if we make sure that everything is up to standard, then you're more likely to want to stay for a little bit longer, just so that we can make sure that you're okay and you're completely fit and healthy. Good. Okay, shall we carry on? Great. Okay. Right, so basically be the same again. Yeah, we're just going to be counting your heartbeat. Okay. If you could do me a quick favor and just take a deep breath in. Just the one, yeah. That's it, perfect. And I'll just see if that makes any kind of difference or if it's going to stay stable. Good. Right. Just come around this side this time. No particular reason why. Just okay. Good. Yep, I've got it. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Very good. It was slightly higher than the first reading. Let's just take a little break for a minute. Yep, okay. So, if you have a second to maybe talk talk about the lifestyle factors. Yeah, so exercise is definitely a big one, but I don't want you to go out of here thinking that you have to really push yourself or do anything that would cause you discomfort or pain, because some people do struggle with cardiovascular activity, myself included. So I have asthma, so it makes it hard for me to run. But you don't necessarily have to go out there and become a marathon runner or a sprinter. Even just things like a 30-minute walk every day. Yeah, that's good. That's good if you already do that. So you can just gradually build it up. Maybe a 40-minute walk, maybe a 45-minute walk, eventually a 60-minute walk. If you don't have the time to do it every single day, that's okay. Even just 2 or 3 times a week, it is going to make a big difference. Yep, and you'll find that your cardiovascular strength and your heart will gradually get stronger and stronger, and then you might be able to start jogging, cycling, swimming, running. Yeah, so don't jump in at the deep end, basically is what I'm trying to say. Work yourself up gradually. So in the UK we have something called Couch to 5k. Have you heard of that? Couch potato to 5k, I think it might be. So basically it starts off very minimal, assuming that you're basically at 0, that your cardiovascular kind of abilities are minimal, and then it's a very gradual build up, whereas by the end of it you'll be able to run a 5k in theory. I haven't tried it myself. Okay, but don't rush yourself, don't push yourself, okay? Just build up slowly, okay? Great. Okay, so we'll listen again. This time, instead of counting, I'm going to be listening out for the rhythm, how regular your heartbeat is. So ba-dum, 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 and to check that we're not sort of skipping a beat. People with heart murmurs sometimes do skip a beat, and the danger is when you skip that beat, you can kind of go blank. It might result in a fall, or if you're a driver, it might result in losing focus for a moment. So just check that we hit every beat, okay? Lovely. Alright then, you ready? Great. So definitely I could hear some faster ones and some slower ones. Okay, that might just be because you're laying down, because I'm here, so it's not entirely natural, because we've been talking. Different things can kind of affect the reading, but we will do it again. But that's not a problem. So, you ready? Yeah, we'll just crack straight back on. Okay. Yep, you're still feeling okay, yeah? Still okay to carry on? Good, okay. Okay, that's great. So yeah, again, I could count. I heard every beat, so I can kind of confidently say that we didn't miss any beats, so therefore it's unlikely that you have a heart murmur, although it isn't necessarily always going to be picked up just by a brief check. But for now, at least, I can say that everything sounds great. Okay? Good. So, just give it a minute before we carry on. What I'll do is do more readings, do more kind of listening to your heart, and I'll be counting again for the last two, okay? Good. Just briefly before we carry on, the other risk factor that I noticed was quite high on your chart was your diet. So quite high in fatty foods, quite high in processed foods, quite high in salt, quite high in omega-6 and low in omega-3, and just generally kind of high in cholesterol. So it sounds like a lot, but don't worry. What I can do is send the dietitian round later on, or maybe tomorrow, and she can just talk through with you some kind of changes. They don't have to be big changes, they can be small changes. Yep, just sort of simple things like switching to brown bread instead of white bread. Yeah. You don't like brown bread? Okay, that's fine. That's fine, you don't have to make that particular change, but those are the kind of things I'm on about. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I will make a note to the dietitian to ask her to pop around later and just have a quick chat with you about diet. Okay. Okay, I will stop talking on now because I can tell that you're getting sleepy. do the next two checks kind of back to back, and then I'll probably be on my way.